We're talking about this last night and I actually said, are we not going to get mommy all to ourselves anymore? And you know, I never really thought about that.
I love your bit butts.
So it's the weekend, so you know what that means. What I want to do is, this is my reference. Apparently a lot of like harvest mice, they love to sleep inside flowers because they basically love eating the pollen and then they end up getting like a food coma, so they end up sleeping inside flowers. So I think the idea is so cute. And then I love the style how this one is drawn. It looks like it's wet media and then like pencil on top. So this is what I'm doing. When you're just drawing the strokes for the fur, it's just so very therapeutic. So tonight RG and I are gonna go out to have dinner and we're celebrating that he will be moving here within the next 2 weeks. I know I only live like an hour and 15 minutes away from him, but somehow it feels huge. I usually do this sort of like stroke style art with coloring pencils when I'm just drawing with Ayla. I find coloring pencils just really therapeutic to work with. Oh, look at this little sleepy mouse. She looks so cute. Yeah, I wasn't sure what color I should do the flower. Like yellow looks really happy, but I think the purple would go really nice against the green in the background. Like since the day I got this chair and I was assembling it, I was trying to like tighten the screws. So I don't know if it was that. It seemed like it because right afterwards I started feeling a bit dizzy, and yeah, since then I just haven't really managed to shake it off. Like on Friday when I was having dinner with my sister and my cousin, you know, in restaurants they'll have candles, but like I felt like the candles was really, I don't know, it was doing something to my eyesight, and I started to get like a flustery headache. You know when you get that headache and you get like sweaty and you just don't feel good. And yesterday, you know, I went out with RG. Again, the candles was just setting me off to a point I thought, can I switch seats? So I ended up facing the wall and it was a lot better. Guys, I've finished my little sleepy mice in the flower painting. For me, it embodies how I want to feel, which is to feel safe and warm, and it even actually also makes me think of like little fetus, you know, cradled in a womb. Yeah, there's something about it, looking at it, I just find it very soothing. So yeah, and the ears, I ended up taking it away. I think when like a little mouse is sleeping, like any animal, the ears shouldn't be like so alert. So these are signed, numbered, and I'm now getting them in sleeves while I watch a docu-series. I'm a proud history nerd. Anything from like the British Empire, the Chinese dynasty, Alexander the Great, Cleopatra, like I'm so fascinated by all of that. Any sort of history, like Roman Empire, anything, I just love it so much.
As his son, but more importantly as his heir. This will...
Good morning, guys. I reached a point where I've almost got all of my prints ready. Basically, I'm at the stage where I need to take photos now, and that is a part I dreaded. Oh, there you go. Taking photos part. The thing is, like, I love doing the painting part. I love the painting part is always a part I'm going to enjoy. Kind of like YouTube, I love the creative aspect. It's all the other logistical side. Like, it's just always been something where I don't really like to deal with. It's just not as much fun. So I know technically taking photos of your art is a form of creativity. I have it all on the wall, but like in terms of like how to properly stage the art, I'm just no good at it. Even the photos that I've been taking like weeks ago, I just wasn't happy with it because there was just so much glare. You can see me in the reflection. I don't know how people do it. I thought I'll ask my artist friend for advice, like how do you stage your art that looks so good. She ended up sharing this app with me. It's called ArtStage, and basically you upload the file of your art, you put in the dimensions of it, and there's plenty of like different backgrounds that's like theme, like bedroom, like kids room, whatever space it is. Not only that, but you can also like choose the different frames, so obviously you have to pay like a little fee for that, but I don't mind because let the experts do it. Here are some that I managed to put together. Yeah, it's just been so easy and actually a lot of fun. I had no idea this sort of thing existed. Now that I see this, I think this is actually used in Etsy quite a lot. So yeah, I just thought I'll share in case there's anyone out there who's also struggling to stage their art. There is such thing as these softwares that can really, really help you out. So I'm just chilling in the hallway. So you guys, tonight Archie is gonna be hopefully officially moving here, and of course I'm looking forward to it, but like there's also a part of me that feels very bittersweet. It's just been the three of us for a while in this house, and of course it was difficult at the beginning. Ayla was 2, Isaac was only 5, but somehow like we made it, you know, we managed to make our own little routine, and you know, I have to say, like, I really enjoyed it. It's been great parenting just the way that I want, and of course I know that's still gonna stay the same. If anything, I'll have like an extra pair of eyes, so like after the kids, but I just can't believe it. We were talking about this last night, and Isaac, she said, are we not gonna get mommy all to ourselves anymore? And, you know, I never really thought about that. You know, I used to feel so much guilt because when they're at their daddy's, they get the company of their grandfather, grandmother, great uncle. Whereas when they're with me, it's just me. And I always felt guilt about that because there's only one me, right? So, but like to them, you know, they had mommy all to themselves. Sometimes we're just way too hard on ourselves. Today, we're actually just having like oven food, but they're so excited. I remember the nights I used to feel so guilty feeding them out of a packet or a box. But to them, it's like, yay, chicken nuggets. But yeah, I'm happy for the dogs too because Archie is so good to the doggies. Anyways, guys, let's talk a little bit about health. My hair is so long, guys. I'm quite looking forward to getting a little trim tomorrow. Some of you guys, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I've been struggling with vertigo, or at least what I thought was vertigo. Yeah, getting my vision checked was one of the very first things I needed to do. And, you know, when I got my eyes test, like, of course I was told my vision is great, but my retinas are fine. I think I've always been very sensitive to light. I would get a headache just sitting next to a window. And a lot of times I just prefer using like lamps instead of like ceiling lights. The older I become, the more sensitive I get to light. I keep seeing like a blanket, a curtain of light from the top and the bottom, and yeah, it's just very strange, very weird. I've been to the doctor about this, and all they ever say to me is to manage my triggers. And then a lot of you guys are like, go see a neurologist, but it's not so simple for me to just go find a neurologist. It's hard to talk to a doctor on the phone, never mind, you know, seeing a doctor and asking for a referral. And for the past 3 days, I've been calling constantly. You can't even book appointments, like even like in the future. So I've been calling every morning, waiting for like an hour and a half to be told, try again tomorrow. So it's very discouraging because I just feel like, you know, COVID was how many years ago, and the healthcare system is just still so tragic. You guys asked me, do I think it's ocular migraine? And then there's another one called vestibular. So it could be one or both. But like I'm just looking at the symptoms where it's just huge sensitivity to light, getting some like blind spots where your vision just is blurry in some areas, just feeling very dizzy. Not once has my doctor ever suggested a link between my migraines and my birth control. And turns out if you have something called aura migraines, you're not actually supposed to be taking the combined pill. So I'm feeling quite discouraged with my GP, and I'm hoping to change practice. But for now, I'm definitely gonna stop the combined pill. Come to think of it, I didn't even start getting the vertigo until like the past few years. When I nod or when I shake my head, when someone's next to me and I have to look to the side, when I'm looking down, looking up, it just makes me feel sick. I mean, don't get me wrong, like I'm still thankful to be healthy and everything, but yeah, definitely feel the little signs of getting older. After dropping the kids at school, I went to get my hair cut, and It is long overdue. It felt good to chop off a few inches. So back then I used to just have the brown hair and it was fine. So I kind of just want to go back to that. So ultra ash dark brown blonde, sorry. Came out a lot darker than a box, which I did expect. Usually, you know, box dyes are like that. But I don't hate it, guys. I love how much healthier my hair looks. So why not honor flip having darker hair for a while? I think it makes my eyes stand out a bit more. Yeah, feels good. I can actually run my fingers through it. Before, it would get tangled all the time and it was just horrible. There were so many split ends. I know like my hair isn't like short, it's still considered long, but it feels so good to chop off those dead ends.